What up, YouTube? It's your boy ATrueHero, and today I got Zombie Dave with us. For those of you who don't know who Zombie Dave is, I think he can tell you best about his previous accomplishments.
What up, what up, what up? First of all, I'm a true hero's daddy. First of all, let's get that straight. And the reason I'm playing this bullshit Edison is because of him. He done lured me back into it, and now I'm hooked.
That's true.
But I'm not playing zombies anymore because I just no success with the deck that I was playing back in the day, so I had to change it up a little bit.
Honestly, I think the real reason is Edison has gotten so much faster since IRL that now setting monsters is just too slow. And that's all the zombie deck does. Set monsters, pass. Set monsters, pass. And then sometimes out of nowhere it kills you.
Yeah, I mean, you just don't attack the recruiters and you're fine.
Right. But with Diva Hero, it's a bit more explosive, and you've added your own twist to the deck.
Yeah, I did. So I got uh the idea from Joshua Schmidt from Europe. He was running quick draw version last year, and I was like, "Ooh, I like that because it plays Raikou and it also plays Absolute Zero." So Cairo got me on the Absolute Zero train. I didn't want to play the deck. I was anti Absolute Zero, but then it came down to literally Miracle Fusion's like top three card in the game. So
I agree. In this format, Edison format, hands down, is the best top deck card. You can wipe out your opponent's entire board with just that one card. And Zero's a menace. And I really like the text that you added. So, can you tell us why you have cards like Dandelion, Debris, Alias, etc.? What's their purpose in the
um,
deck?
so basically the deck is meant to punish the opponent, right? So regular Diva Hero plays Spirit Reaper, which is really good because it can also punish the opponent, but then is also a sit and duck and can get you killed. So it's the same concept. If they overextend because I wasted my Heavy Storm or Torrential and they play a bunch of cards on the field now and they just feel safe, then I drop a Debris Dragon and a Future Fusion sending Dandy and Alias, blow up the field, and then I can drop like a Zero or a Gaia and hit them for 22, 25, and then now they have nothing because they already invested all their cards into the field because I wasted a power card or two.
Right.
And that's pretty much what it does. And then Danny also good, just like a wall like Spirit Reaper. He walls up most of the time. He just sucks against Bora and Armwing. Same thing with Dandelion. It sucks against them. But with Dandelion, it's tribute fodder. So you can send it off of the Future Fusion, sit there for 2 turns, and now you know you're going to be safe as long as you're not getting hit by cards that pierce. And it's also good with Caius. So it's tribute fodder for Caius. If you do have a Debris Dragon or a Sangin, which can get you Debris Dragon, you can just search them out, and then you can make a Black Rose play, Stardust play. And there's been multiple times where I've made Iron Chain, and people think this card sucks, but he's 2,500. He kills Stardust, which is a problem for this deck. That's why I play the Triple Wing Blast. That's why I took out the Regeki breaks because every time that I would have Regeki break, they would make Stardust, and I couldn't out that thing, and I was just like, man, there's got to be something else I can play.
Yeah, I do think that people underestimate Iron Chain because when you think about Vayu Turbo, they get by on just vanilla monsters, right? They beat you down with oppressive arm wings and armor masters, and when they come through Vayu's effect, it's negated. So they're just beat sticks. But Iron Chain, he actually has an effect. And his effect can actually be relevant sometimes. Of course, against other decks, it can be dangerous to let them mill. But 25 is a really good stat line because it beats over Armwing, crashes out with Armor Master, and also it deals with Stardust as well.
Yeah, and Stardust is definitely a problem. So there's a match that I played a while back, and it was a top rated match, and the guy had DD Crow in hand, but he didn't know I ran Iron Chain. So I had brought back Prodigy, and I had Plague Spreader in the graveyard. So I did all of that, and then after I made the Iron Chain, he tried to say, "Oh, I have a chain for the Plague Spreader." He didn't expect me to make an Iron Chain into a six and then into a Colossal Fighter for game. So it'll catch people off guard because they don't expect it. So I mean that's another thing too, the surprise factor.
So the kind of last thing that I want to touch on about your deck before we get into seeing it firsthand is I noticed that in addition to the triple wing blast, you also side deck double karma cut. So you're heavy on discard traps. So what is the reason for playing double karma cut? in the sideboard.
Uh, Karma Cut. So Wing Blast is good against pretty much everything game one. It's not terrible. It's good. There's some decks where it's really good against, but it's at least good against everything game one. Karma Cut wouldn't be good against everything game one because you might not be playing against decks that play a lot of monsters. They might play a lot of traps and some monsters, or they might set up a lot of monsters. So Wing Blast covers all of that game one, and then in your weaker matchups like Black Wings, you don't want to Wing Blast a Shora, a Sirocco. You don't want to Wing Blast a Whirlwind. You want to get rid of their monsters, and then also stopping a Blizzard play is that's what's got me a lot of success with this deck is karma cutting Blizzard plays and getting rid of Shoras, Kalutes, Boras, so that Blizzard's now dead.
Right.
It's just
I'll definitely kind of like add into that. Diva Hero, from my experience, definitely struggles against Black Wings, and I do think Karma Cut would be a good solution to that. And one of the differences for those who are unaware between Wing Blast and Karma Cut is Wing Blast is more versatile in that it can hit both monsters and spells and traps, but Karma Cut can only hit monsters. So that's actually explains why the Karma Cut decided, just like Dave explained, for the difficult matchups.
yeah, and then it's also good against just like a lot of other decks like Machina. If you hit, I've Machina. I mean, I've hit a bunch of fortresses before just with one karma cut, and now like their deck is dead.
Eh,
So a lot of people like to put DD Crow in. Like DD Crow and Karma Cut have their matchups that they're good in against, and
right,
I don't side them both together. I do one or the other depending on the matchup. But Karma Cut mostly for Black Wings is good against Amaryllis because like DD Crow against Amaryllis is not that good. It's just I just never have success with that card against Amaryllis. It's just they just always have everything in the grave, and the D Crow just doesn't do anything.
right.
So the Karmika usually solves any of those issues, like just get rid of the monster, like double Amaryllis in the graveyard or double Titanium in the graveyard. Getting rid of multiple cards off this one Karmika is
Really good.
usually enough to get you. It's like soul releasing their whole graveyard pretty much.
Right. And then even in certain matchups, you can hit double Treeborn Frog or multiple aliases against Hero Beat. So I definitely can understand and see the power of Karma Cut. But let's just, instead of talk about it, right? Let's not just talk about it. Let's be about it. Let's see how you can do against the ladder. I'm hoping for a nice, smooth 2-0 cream.
Well, first of all, I think I'm ranked number 3 right now, and I haven't played in 2 days because I just had a new baby, so haven't played in a little bit. But
Yeah. He's the one who had a baby,
baby,
by the way. Like he himself.
baby is asleep right now. Yeah, the baby came out of me. Baby's asleep right now, so I can play a little bit. But I was ranked number 1 a couple of days ago, and
Yeah.
then I lost to the VB Crystal guy. That dropped me down like 30 points. You can't lose on the ladder once you're
Oh, once you're
that
so
rated.
last season I was grinding the ladder and I was consistently top 10. And when you lose like a game, you lose like 20, 30 points. Like it's absurd.
Yeah, and then it takes for every 3 games you win, it counters with the 1 loss. So you have to win like 4 plus in a row to even gain any XP. And then if you're only winning 4 in a row, you're only gaining like 5 to 10 XP a day. So for me, I've been going like on a 10 to 15 win streak. That'll give me like 100 points, which
Yeah,
is all you need to keep gaining rank. But
that's
there's
right.
guys that are over 1300 last week and now they're 1100 because
They
once you get
lost.
on that losing streak, it's an uphill battle now because you have no momentum and then just not motivated to win anymore. You're just out of it.
Oh wow.
Look at this.
Gladiator
That's a
Beast.
GB.
I mean, it's always funny whenever I see someone Lokari set 2 or 3 to 5 because I feel like in real life nobody plays this.
Yeah, and I don't care about this deck because I can Black Rose him if I feel like it, but I'll just go Stratos if he
Yeah,
has something.
I'm
Let me
just
go
gonna
with him
watch
and
you
then
play. Definitely me, I would go for the Black Rose play because you have follow up with Miracle Fusion, but you're the one who's in control here. So I'm just gonna watch and learn, you know? The new school Diva Hero players, let's see how they play.
yeah, and then see most of the time you would search for a Mally because you also have a Brionic play next turn, but I know I want to go for a Black Rose against this deck. So he didn't have a Chariot for the Stratos. So I'm definitely gonna search out Alias, so at least I have a beater to kill over anything he summons.
Right. Another reason why I like the Black Rose play was because if he did have Chariot, you go Special Prodigy, normal Diva effect, he Chariots, then you can still follow up with Miracle Fusion. And then the odds of him having a Battle Trap are low, and if he does, then he lost all his cards.
Yeah, and
It's
then he
like
had the
now
shrink
this
on
right here,
Wahoo.
this is gonna lose to Shrink, right? So
Yeah.
it's unfortunate. And now he can tag out for Ready Ari and banish your Stratos, which kind
Oh,
of
we're
puts
still
you,
fine though.
yeah, it doesn't put you in a bad spot because you have double hero and Diva fetches another water, so you'll have double water too. So you're still in a good
Yeah.
spot. Um, yeah, so if he's
I
smart,
just
he
don't
just
like the
tags
Black
out
Rose.
into
I'm just
Ready
scared.
Ari.
Like I don't want to waste everything yet. I'd rather save it because if I top deck like an MST next turn, I don't even have to go for a Black Rose play.
Right. Okay. Well, now
Well,
this
now,
is
now,
getting,
now I'm screwed.
yeah. I
Not really.
think this is this is not looking good
Well,
at all.
we can see if he gets greedy because he's gonna summon two, and they both come out at the same time off Secutor. So
Right. That
that's the
is
good thing
true.
about this bottomless play. He's probably gonna go like Bestiary Liquari to make a Heraclinos.
Yeah, I could definitely see that. So we'll see how this plays out. Because Bestiary Liquari, I mean, actually the yeah, Bestiary Liquari would be the best too. But likely he wouldn't summon Bestiary because he's quite high rated. He wouldn't summon Bestiary unless he has a Book of Moon in his hand or like a Solemn Judgment slash Trap Stun.
Well, he summoned the Bestiary, so we'll see.
Yeah, so we're about to find out. So like I said, I think he has one of those aforementioned cards. I doubt that it just gets banished. If it does, then this guy is yeah, I was about to say there's no way that this bottomless is going to hit both of those two, or I hate to say it, he is
He
not the best
misplayed.
player. That's all I could say.
I would have read Yari. I would have done Ready Yari Liquari
I mean, yeah, same.
because like you don't care about the trap card. Like if you're that scared of the trap card, you don't have
Okay,
anything. And if he has a
yeah,
Book of Moon, like that's fine
right. This is what I was
because
saying.
now I'm gonna
So,
Black Rose him.
yep.
So look at if I would have went for the Black Rose play, I would have lost because I
Um,
would have wasted.
I don't know how you would have lost, right? Because he only had book and shrink, so he would have had to book your diva, and then you could just miracle.
Yeah, we'll see now.
But I mean, here obviously is also another opportunity to go for the Black Rose play, and you'll get way more value out of it than last turn.
Yep,
But I mean, I'm watching. I'm watching.
we'll see.
We know he doesn't have
I
Royal
also have,
Oppression. He's playing GBs.
he could have the Chariot now though.
True, but he can't chariot a Prodigy. That's a inherit summon.
Oh, he doesn't have it. He could have a bottomless now too.
Yeah,
I'm still
bottomless
pairing
would
both of
be
these
pretty
monsters.
good, but I mean, you're still in a fine position because you could go like Armory Arm Zero. Now, if he has
Yeah, because
absolutely nothing, then that's just
if he has
wild.
Starlight, at least I clear his board anyways.
Right. Yeah, Starlight's not the end of the world. Solemn is also not the end of the world. So, okay.
That's fine.
He did have the Starlight Star
Now
Bright.
I have two orders.
Yeah, so now this. Hopefully he Solemn's here. If he has both Solemn and Starlight, okay, he doesn't.
He ain't that good, right?
Yeah, right? But I mean, that would have just been good for you because you can get all your cards back
So
with
whenever I banish, right, I leave my darks because
yeah,
I could top deck Dark Arm and I don't play a lot of darks.
same.
And I always banish Stratos because returning Stratos is broken.
Same.
And then I leave Diva because I play Debris. So I'm
Ah,
gonna
now
banish
that's
Returning
actually
here.
different. So you play debris, so it gives you the option to bring it back, but I don't play debris, so I usually banish debris because I'm always
Yeah.
thinking about return from a different dimension. But that's very interesting. The good thing is here is whether or not you decide to banish the diva now or later, you have another miracle fusion, so you can always banish it if it needs to be banished, if like you draw a return or something like that. Now, if this
Yeah.
attack goes through, he's in a really bad situation. Okay, so he's going to tribute to negate, which is fine.
And I'll just make another 0 and I'm fine.
Yeah. He'll make Geyserius to pop your second 0, but he'll lose all his cards though.
Yeah.
Cuz you can't let that Secutor get another attack. Like that's a no-no.
Yeah, so now we banish the Diva and the 0. So he Geyseris me, and then I search for.
So me, I mean, I'm searching for a return, but there's a lot of
See,
great
return
options.
against this deck is kind of iffy because
Bestiari.
they have Bestiary, yeah.
Yeah.
So for me, um, I don't know if I want to do another miracle because I doubt my orders are going to stay.
Yeah, I mean, I think
And
the
can't do
best
Future
choices are
Fusion.
like you
Maybe
said,
Future Fusion.
Future Fusion a good choice, Return's a good choice, Heavy Storm's a good choice. Brain Control's an okay choice, right?
I think it's going to be Heavy Storm because he can. I have 2 turns and he Starlight is gone. So Now he won't commit to the field, and I have Alias for follow up, so he's not going to be able to summon anything really big.
Yep, that's true. And Gladiator Beast, they get OTK'd by monsters with an attack of 1800 or higher. Like, they can't do anything.
No, that's why I got the Alias earlier. If
Yeah.
if I was playing against another deck, I would have gotten the Malicious for Bionic play.
Yeah, so like now, what is he gonna do? Like that doesn't do anything.
Well, Mirror Force is also
He
gone
would
too,
need
so
a
I'm summoning
chariot,
Alias.
but like he doesn't have chariot because he would have used it instead of waste his
If
Stardust.
he has Chariot, he probably just said it. So I'm gonna summon Alias. Yeah, now his whole field just blows up, right? So that was a
Oh,
good fucking draw.
oh yeah,
Holy
because
shit.
now he can't even chariot you. You can just go sack for Caius, target the
I'll
um.
target the old set.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too. Literally, I was thinking the same thing. And he can't chariot you. And for those watching, the reason why he can't activate chariot is because in Edison, graveyard effects are chain link 1. So Zero's chain link 1 and Caius is mandatory chain link 2. So chariot has to be activated directly in response to the activation of the card is trying to negate. So the opponent doesn't have an opportunity to activate chariot in this case. Now, of course, the opponent can solemn, but like even if the opponent solemns here, that's completely okay
That's his
because
whole field's gone, and I
yep,
have Heavy and Alias for follow up.
that's
So
exactly right. So, and also on that note, the opponent can't activate Starlight Road for the same reason that I just explained.
yeah,
But
because it has to be directly chained.
right, but it's unlikely the opponent has the Starlight Road because we've already gone through one, so the odds of a second one are just very, very low. And I
If
think
he
he's
plays double
thinking,
Starlight, which is insane.
yeah, that's just wild. I mean, even for Gladiator Beast, that's wild. Because Starlight Road actually doesn't do anything; it just sits there and does nothing. Um, But yeah, even if he solemns here, the reason why I think he's thinking is because he's thinking about solemning. But just like Dave explained, he's getting heavy storm next turn. So yeah, well he could solemn the Caius, that's fine, and then he loses everything except the middle back row. Yeah, so that worked out very well. Hopefully he doesn't get a monster here. Then he just has to end his turn,
Yeah,
and he's not going to set a back row. And if he does, he just forgot about heavy. Yep. So that card's a back row. So this is really good.
he's
Yeah.
not beating over this. I'm just gonna Heavy. Wait, that card hasn't been activated, so
I would have.
what could it be?
Yeah, what could it be, right? So that's the thing, because we know that he drew a spell or trap, or else he would have said it, right? He didn't summon a monster because Gladiator Beast, they're all about summoning their monsters. But now we need to think, is it even worth playing Heavy Storm on that one back row?
Yeah,
So uh
like I want my monster to
it's
stick.
clearly not a bottomless, right? Because if it was
Yeah, it would have
bottomless,
bottomless to 0 the first time.
yes, exactly. So it's not a bottomless.
I
Um
think it's an MST.
yeah, I don't think it's a card to stop a summon or an attack. So I think you can just probably safely summon it and just attack. Yeah. And then here, yeah, you can just end or you can set Wing Blast. It doesn't really
I want to
matter.
hold the Wing Blast.
Yeah,
That's
he's
what I
not,
was telling people about this deck is I don't waste my Wing Blast. I save it because it's a power card, especially if you can make a Stardust.
right.
Against this deck, Stardust with Wing Blast is just game.
That's true. And also, just like
And
you
I think
said, you have a read that it's MST. So if you don't set anything, then like what is he gonna MST, right?
he's not going to set any cards because he doesn't want to get heavy stormed.
Yeah. So he's
So he needs a Test Tiger and a monster.
yeah. So he'll probably if he plays Hoplomus, he'll proving ground for Hoplomus here. If he gets anything other than Hoplomus, that means he has a way to deal with the alias. But
Yeah, he needs a Test Tiger.
okay. I mean that's a little scary, but we'll see what he does with it.
I'm fine though because I still have Torrential too. So next turn I can always heavy. So he had Book of Moon in hand. So
All right,
good
so
thing I
book
didn't set anything.
attack. Yeah.
And now he doesn't do anything because he's going to be scared to set more cards.
Yeah, I mean, he can't even tag out because what is he going to tag out into?
He can get a quest
Yeah, that's true. A quest
for
and get
Darius.
uh a quest on Darius and get back Bestiari because I don't think he's going to get Chariot because once again you have heavy. So likely he'll just
So
get a
what I'll do
monster.
now, yeah, what I'll do now is I'll heavy so I can set my torrential and not get MST'd. But he didn't get back a bestiary either, so it's
Yeah. But he got a
oh
monster.
that's a good draw. That was a good draw.
All right.
Compulsory. Okay.
Okay. Cool. So all he has to do really is just attack And if he drew in his own heavy storm here, that's just wild.
Happens.
Yeah, it does happen.
Can't just keep my cards though. I got to play my cards. So
Right, of course.
playing against Glad Beast, you
Yeah.
gotta like, you can't just let them do whatever the hell they want.
Yeah, and anyway, he can't get Bestiari, right? Because it's in the grave. So he can get like Darius, and then like you can just Wing Blast the Darius, and then it'll also send back to Bestiari too. But then you need to
Yeah,
draw a tuner for your turn. If you draw a tuner, then like you're lit, you're set.
I think I'm gonna torrential
Yeah,
and
you
hold
can
the wing
also
bonus.
yeah, you can also torrential instead too. That's also really good because Wing Blast will hit the back rows.
Yep.
All right. He plays the random my body.
If he does, he does.
Yeah, so all we
Who
know,
knows? It's Glad Beast. They can play a bunch of cards.
yo, Gladbeast always plays the most random cards. So that's really good. Tuner. Oh,
Oh,
okay.
that's a good draw.
That is actually a good draw. Usually Gores is not good against Gladiator Beast. But the fact that he's already used Darius, unless he's running double Darius, like he's not going to be able to clear both Gores and the token. Oh, and he
Yeah,
drew into Murmillo. That's perfect. That's perfect. So now he can't even destroy the Murmillo.
and he has Red Yari in hand too.
Yeah. So yep.
So if he has a double Darius, then I'm screwed. But
I mean, if he has double Darius, he has double Darius, right?
then it is what it is.
Yeah. But the good thing is, like, you still have so many good draws, right? You can draw. All you need is a tuner at this point because he's
Yep.
used Ready Ari. I mean, Ready Ari's in his hand rather. Ready, and I don't think he's playing two. You have Malicious Engrave. A Miracle would be a good top.
Miracle or Dark Arm Dragon.
Yeah. So
We'll see what he has. I don't know what his deck plays. All GB lists are different. They all play different monster lineups.
right, because we haven't
Most
even
most of the
seen.
double Darius lists are Prisma decks, but I haven't seen a Prisma yet. So
Yeah, if I'm playing GBs, I'm playing the Prisma list because I think triple Bestiary is the way to go. And also, you can do like cute plays where if you have Chimera attacking your extra deck, you can make it a Cyber Dragon and then like contact with your opponent's cards. So it's pretty good.
yep.
And if you're super
And Miracle is
spicy,
also going too. So
yeah, if you're super spicy, you can also tech in that Miracle Fusion because Prisma's a hero. Go like banish Murmillo, banish Prisma, make
yeah,
absolute
so he's
zero.
only on one Darius because he just got the Darius back. So his Darius ready already in hand.
Yeah, tuner.
Oh my god.
That is a tuner. And you have Diva in the grave or not?
No, I don't. But I have Prodigy
Okay.
and Mirror Force is one too. So I can go for game. I think.
Yeah. If Mirror Force and Torrential are both gone, then like yeah, you can I think it's worth going for game. But just make sure you calculate, do the math. Okay, so
It'll
Iron
be
Chain.
9. It'll be like 4,300.
Okay.
And now he has to deal with two big monsters.
Right. So all right, here we go. See if it gets there. And the power of debris. That was such a good draw.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, I don't
I think
think
I'm gonna attack with I'll attack with token first. That's fine. Because if he has a call it a haunted, I can just crash.
all right, so deep prison, I guess. Or is this person just wasting time? Oh, GG. All right, awesome. That was a nail biter. But you managed to take game one. So what do you usually side
Well, I
against
had to
GBs?
against GBs. Definitely double dust tornado, snowman eater, smashing ground.
Yeah,
Karma
those
cuts are better than wing blast, so I'll take out dust shoot. Gorse comes out.
yeah, Gores is not
Mind
good
control comes
against
out.
yeah, mind control. I also take out brain control too. I take out mind control, I take out brain control.
I don't
I
mind brain because I play a bunch of tuners, so I can take their stuff. And they also play water, so I can brain control and miracle fusion away their water because they always ready are you.
They always do ready RU. Those are facts. Um
So
he's
easy to do
not
what I
playing the
said.
Prisma build. Against the Prisma build, I always side in one DD Crow, but he's not playing the Prisma build, so I don't think that that's
Yeah.
necessary. So I think it's good the way you have it.
Yeah, usually whenever I side out the wing blast, or whenever I side out the karma, whenever I side in the karma cuts, I side out all the wing blast. I never leave all together. It's either one or the other.
He's gonna be so salty when he goes like summon Bestiari and you go like Karma Cut. That's gonna be crazy.
Karma cut's actually broken against the deck because you just stop their deck when you karma cut anything.
Yeah.
But he does play double Book of Moon too, so we'll see.
All right, I mean, this is a spicy hand. Damn, you got heavy to ensure your play goes off too. So as long as he doesn't have like Star Bright, Star Light, then you're in a good spot. And if you draw Miracle Fusion too, then this game's over.
Yeah.
All right, well, you didn't go first, so looks like you got to play
I
Yu-Gi-Oh.
don't care what he has. I don't care. GBs are fake, so I always heavy storm. I don't care.
Man,
I don't believe this deck.
all right. See, now me, I'm gonna let you do you because I want to see how this turns out. Me, I'm sending it a Dust Tornado and I'm gonna try to bait out and hit the Starlight Road / Solemn because it's just too risky because your hand can't exactly deal with a Stardust right now. A Stardust behind 3 back rows. And yeah, look at
No.
that. Your attack just went through, so yeah, there's just no reason to waste your cards.
Yeah. I mean, Alias is a 1900 that he can't kill,
Yeah,
so
like I
he
said.
needs to waste a Book of Moon or a Shrink. So I'm going 2 for 1, and then I have Dust Tornado if he tries to go for a
Oh
Bestiary
no,
Ball.
he doesn't have any. Oh my god, your hand got so good. It got so much better. But still, there's no reason to do anything though. But man, your hand got so much better. And this is
Yeah.
why in my older Diva Hero list, why I side deck cards like Ruin Decree. Because imagine if Dave just flips up Decree right now. If this Dust Tornado was a Decree, and then like the game's over. The game's actually
Yeah, you
just
just sit on
over.
Stardust Decree.
Yeah. All right.
Look, he burnt the compulsory for nothing.
Yeah. I mean, GBs they can't beat big monsters, which is sad. So guys,
And then he
please.
had to summon Laquari, so he can't
Yeah.
tag out for Laquari now.
But I mean, I think what he's going to do is attack and tag out for Bestiari, which is good because then you could just chain Dust Tornado and hit one of his back rows. And if you're lucky, you'll hit
And then
like the
Starlight,
Starlight Road, and then you'll heavy
and
storm
he's
him, and
dead.
like yeah, the game's over. So let's see if we're prophets, if we can predict the future here.
Get this money, baby. Let's get this money.
So how do you decide which card to hit with like cards like MST Dust? Oh, he didn't even get it. He didn't even get it. But still, on your turn, I think you have to go Dust Tornado Heavy Storm. That doesn't change anything. And obviously, you don't hit the new set because the new set is not going to be Starlight Road
Starlight.
/ Solemn Judgment. So it's one of the other 3. So either far left, middle, or the one to the right of the middle. It's one of those. So like you got to Dust Tornado now and pray you get lucky. Because like,
So we do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
yeah, that's what I do. I do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I do just like that. Yeah, so that's the one I'm hitting. Now, a lot of people they usually set cards like Starlight Road in the middle, but I would always follow the die. Let's see if you got lucky.
Oh,
Oh yes, baby! Are we prophets? Are we prophets? Are we prophets, baby? Yes! Oh my god! Yes! Oh man, and the worst part about it is that this is going on YouTube. That's so crazy. That's so crazy, bro. The game's over. All right, well, just show him the power of the deck, like Future Fusion, Sent. Oh my god, this is gonna get dirty. I mean, at this point, like, I wouldn't even play anymore. Like, I would just admit defeat. Oh my god, that's wild. That's just wild.
and then the good thing about this too, right? You go Snowman
Mm-hmm.
and Mally, right?
Right.
And Debris can bring back Snowman for future plays.
Yeah, actually, that's quite interesting, right? Because in my traditional Diva Hero list, I play Treeborn Frog. Because Treeborn Frog, one, he's like Caius fodder, and he serves as versatility with Diva because it allows you to make level 8 synchros. But Snowman Eater is really good in here. Anyway, GG's to Faze Ligma. He just couldn't.
Hey, Ligma.
Oh my god. No, no, we say it the special way, Faze. Anyway, that was an amazing video. Do you got any closing words?
You guys need to be on Dandelion. That's all I got to say.
All right. And also, I want to add one more thing. Dave actually has a YouTube channel as well. It's really old school from videos back in the day, but he's planning on making new content. So I'm going to leave his YouTube channel in the description below. Please check him out. He's going to make great content.
GG's, guys.
I hope everyone enjoyed the video. I would like to take this time to give a special shout out to my Patreons, Televisual, and Enraged Peacock. For those of you who are looking for exclusive content, please subscribe to my Patreon. The link will be in the description below. Thank you all for watching, and until next time, A true hero out. Peace.
Subscribe or you too will be sent to the Shadow Realm.